Now, challenge is the present government in Tamil Nadu, is it going to uphold the constitution or it is going to act against the constitution? You are not bothered about the lakhs children studying in the thousands of state government schools. Is putting blame on Sri Rajiv Gandhi after decades of his death for all the ills of India. But he is celebrating Navodaya school, which is the brainchild of Rajiv Gandhi, because Navodaya sustains inequality and Mr. Narendra Modi wants inequality. Why can't you satisfy yourself by seeing one child getting joy of that facilities? Let other child suffer. I am not able to provide for all children. At least I am providing for one child.
Tamil Nadu remains the only state in India without Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalayas schools. Navodaya schools are run by the union government. It's fully funded by the union government and it's a residential school. In the last 50 years, both DMK and ADMK governments have refused to allow setting up of Navodaya schools in Tamil Nadu, saying that the curricula followed in Navodaya schools contradicts the two-language policy of the state. But now the Supreme Court has asked Tamil Nadu to spell its stand on Navodaya school issue with much clarity. In the recent Supreme Court hearing, judges observed that since there is a change of guard in the state, the decision might be different. The decision could be different. So, since there is a change of guard in the state, they want to know the current stand of the new government formed in the state. Let's talk to Educationist Prince Gajendra Babu about this. Hello, sir. Welcome. Sir, now Tamil Nadu government has been asked by the Supreme Court to spell out its stand with clarity about this setting up of Navodaya schools. And Tamil Nadu government also gave a response that there are some consultations underway about Navodaya schools. Do you think they will change the stand? Both DMK and ADMK governments have refused to allow Navodaya schools. Do you think there will be a change in the stand of Tamil Nadu with TVK in power?
With regard to the Navodaya schools, for the past several decades, Tamil Nadu government has upheld the Constitution of India. Now, challenge is the present government in Tamil Nadu, the present political leadership in Tamil Nadu, which is heading the government, is it going to uphold the Constitution or it is going to act against the Constitution? Because Navodaya Vidyalaya is against the spirit of the Constitution of India. It is not something concerned about two-language policy or three-language policy. It is just a very minor issue. When the Navodaya was introduced as part of the then revised national education policy during Sri Rajiv Gandhi's period, N.D. Sundaravadivelu, an eminent educationist, has chaired a conference in Periyar Thidal. His presidential address has been published as a small book. I hope if everybody could read that book, there may be bigger clarity on this issue. He spelled out there are several thousands of schools run by the state government. Universalization of education was given as a responsibility to the state government. And in India, almost all states have established their own schools and their own colleges. Union government has established only specialized schools like Kendra Vidyalaya, which has a specific purpose for the children of the parents who are in a transferable job. There are Sainik school which has a purpose to build the children who wish to come into an army, defense sector. They prefer the Sainik school, and the Sainik school gives such kind of a motivation to the children. And again, this Navodaya is a specialized school. Now, at the time of introduction of this Navodaya, already we have crossed nearly 40 to 45 years of independence. After having crossed 45 years of independence, will you not ensure that Article 14 and Article 21 becomes a reality. Article 14 talks about right to equality. Article 21 talks about freedom of life, and Supreme Court has given interpretation in many cases that freedom of life means a life with dignity. It is not a life with existence. Now then, when Navodaya was introduced, Article 45 was in force. Article 45 wanted the government to ensure that all children less than 14 years of age to be given free and compulsory education. And that effort was taken only by the state governments. And even today there is Article 41 which says that when the economic capacity of the state develops, the state has to provide education as a fundamental right. Education means from primary up to university, the governments are supposed to provide as a fundamental right. Now you are talking about a model school. Navodaya is a model school. You say that it is for underprivileged children. It is fully funded by the union government. Do you say that the children who are studying in these state government schools, they are not less privileged? They are not underprivileged? You are not bothered about the lakhs of children studying in the thousands of state government schools. You say that you will establish one school for one district, and that school will have all facilities a school should have. The children studying in that school will be enjoying cultural activities, sports activities, and all types of curricular and co-curricular activities. You mean to say such kind of a facility will not be available in other schools, other underprivileged? You are not bothered that other underprivileged children will be having an inferiority complex, that they are, because Navodaya is also a state funded, means it is taxpayers' money. So it's a government school. A government school has all the facility before me. I cross that school and I go to a state-run government school that is also run by the taxpayers' money, but that school will not have such facilities as the Navodaya has.
You mean to say Navodaya schools breed inequality? You mean to say they want to show off, they want to have a different set of school in Navodaya school, and the same opportunities are not given to school children in the other government schools?
Of course, it sustains inequality. It sustains inequality. Okay. It reflects the discriminatory social practice, the caste. The class hierarchy is being reflected in the classroom.
Do you think the establishment of Navodaya itself would, would breed discrimination in the society? Because see, when children, they get an opportunity to study in a different school, and now that even in Tamil Nadu they are having model schools among the government schools.
When democracy flourishes in a country, it reflects in that government providing cost-free education for all children. Progressively, the society takes care of the child. You can see in the northern European countries, if the father or mother is arrogant towards a child, there is a child welfare officer who will come and take the child away. The father or mother who was arrogant, they will be sent to a counseling center. Only if the father or mother, they come to normal position, if the child welfare officer feels comfortable that the child can be with the father, then only the child will be given to the father. To that extent, the government, the entire society takes responsibility for the welfare of the child. Okay. So the taxpayers' money is qualitatively utilized in such countries. So that is why you find the living condition or happiness index, those countries are in a top level. But in India, even after hearing so many arguments, you are able to very convincingly put a question that why can't you allow at least few children have a better education when other children suffer? When other children are suffering, let the child suffer. Why do you bother about it? You feel happy that one among that child is going to enjoy. Why can't you satisfy yourself by seeing one child getting the joy of that facilities? Let other child suffer. I am not able to provide for all children. At least I am providing for one child. Why are you preventing me from provide? I do not know how this argument is aligning with the freedom movement. I am not able to understand how this argument aligns with the preamble of the Constitution, which assures liberty, fraternity, equality. Okay, equality is for whom? Equality is, what is the scale for the equality? And you talk about inclusiveness. You say, I am including this child. When will the last child will be included? How long I should wait? In 2047, you say Viksit Bharat. Even in the developed India, even if the economic status develops, you mean to say that you will not provide. See, Navodaya or the state government run model school, they are all forerunners for Prime Minister's School for Rising India, the PM SHRI. The evil of PM SHRI is not understood by many people. So they wanted to justify that evil. For justifying the PM SHRI, you want a Navodaya to be established here. Because under the National Education Policy, Prime Minister's Schools of Excellence says certain Kendra Vidyalayas will be PM SHRI. Certain Kendra Vidyalayas are not PM SHRI. Go to the website of the PM SHRI, you will find that Prime Minister's School for Rising India means it will have all facilities. The children studying in those schools will be able to compete in any exam for higher education. That means, what do you mean? The children studying in other Kendra Vidyalayas will not be able to compete. Kendra Vidyalaya is a union government school. PM SHRI Kendra Vidyalaya is also a union government school. You say when a child studies in a PM SHRI Kendra Vidyalaya, it can achieve. That means you admit that children studying in other Kendra Vidyalayas will not achieve. So when you establish a PM SHRI in a state, the union government is going to take control of the state school, which is coming under the PM SHRI. So the control goes to the union government. And there will be few hundred schools as PM SHRI schools, whereas the rest of the schools will remain as schools. They are not PM SHRI schools.